residential complex at 2:30 p.m. on Wednesday. Core committee likely to sit with NSCNIM in coming days to pave way for solution to the decades-old issue. Amid intense speculations on the fate of Naga peace talks, Chief Minister Nltv and other members of Core Committee likely to meet NSCNIM top leaders on May 31. According to sources, the NSCNIM President Q Tuku via commune has conveyed the meeting of Tatar and above, and the senior members of Naga Army will also be attending the National Assembly. Combined Technical Association of Nagaland demands termination of 5 illegal appointments made under Department of Chief Conservator of Forests and Head of Forest Force. CTN reminds government to take it as final call to terminate appointments on or before May 31. Adding another feat to her achievements, Nagaland's Andrea Kevichusa gets featured on the cover page of Filmfare magazine for the May 2022 edition. The model-turned-actor from Nagaland is making her debut in Anubhav Sinha-directed film Anek alongside Ayushmann Khurrana as the lead actor. A teenage gunman killed at least 19 children and 2 adults after storming into a Texas elementary school on Tuesday. The latest bout of gun-fueled mass murder in the United States and a nation-wide school shooting in nearly a decade. Hello and welcome to Nltv News Now. I am Johanna Muri, and now let's have a look at the news in details. To speeden up the impending Naga peace talks, Core Committee of the Parliamentary Committee on Naga Political Issue is going to have a meeting on Wednesday. The Core Committee will hold a meeting in the State Banquet Hall, Chief Minister's Residential Complex at 2:30 p.m. Niba Kruno, Member Secretary of Parliamentary Committee on Naga Political Issue, has requested all the members to attend the meeting. Meanwhile, leader of the Naga People's Front Legislature Party Kuzo Lezo Azunino on Tuesday said the Core Committee is likely to sit with the leaders of NSCNIM in coming days to pave way for solution to the decades-old issue. Nino, who is also the co-chairman of the United Democratic Alliance, opined that the committee will have to tell the NSCNIM frankly during the meeting that the time has come for whether to take it or leave it. The NPF leader also went on to say that NSCNIM went wrong the moment they signed the framework agreement which sealed their fate. Nino also categorically said that the framework agreement was within the framework of Indian Constitution, and so on the ground the subject of integration, sovereignty, flag and constitution is ruled out. Nino also lauded the Union government by saying that the government of India for trying to come out of that framework, the framework agreement, and to try to come out a conclusion by saying that the Yezabo will be incorporated in the constitution. The flag also they are ready to recognize the flag. He also informed that the government of India is mulling over declaring a day as Flag Day or Naga Day. Furthermore, either Prime Minister or Home Minister will come to hoist the flag to be used in cultural programs. Nino summoned by saying that they were somewhere down the line, the government of India and also gone out to commemorate their request to NSCNIM. So, time has come for NSCNIM also to say whether to take it or leave it. Amid intense speculations of the fate of Naga peace talks, reports have suggested that Chief Minister Nltv and the other members of the Core Committee will meet the NSCNIM top leaders on May 31. According to sources, the NSCNIM President Q Tuku via commune has conveyed the meeting of Tatar and above, and the senior members of Naga Army will also be attending the National Assembly. Each Naga region, as defined in NSCNIM organizational structure, will also debut 5 members. It has also been stated that a copy of the commune has been sent to NSCNIM General Secretary Twingaling Muiva, members of the collective leadership and speaker of the Tatar Hoho. Such meetings are rarely held, and even if they are done, it is done quite secretly. A 10-member NSCNIM delegations led by V.S. Atam camped in Delhi recently and held the last 2 rounds of important talks with the new peace emissary A.K. Mishra. The Combined Technical Association of Nagaland has demanded termination of 5 illegal appointments made under the Department of Chief Conservator of Forest and Head of Forest Force. CTAN has demanded the termination to be done on or before May 31st. The association, through a press release, reminded the government to take this letter as final call and do the needful. The association further reminded the department to requisition the post occupied by illegal 5 Forester 1 appointees and the 10 existing vacancies to be enrolled under the Nagaland Public Service Commission on or before May 31st. Association stated that the Forester 1, having a grade pay of 2,800, clearly falls under the purview of NPSC. The association further cautioned the government that on failure to address the mentioned issues, the association will take its own course of action. A training on localization of sustainable development goals through the village functionaries of RD block of Kohima, Jakama and Shuza Zubza Kohima district was held on Tuesday at Indian Red Cross Society building in PR Hill, Kohima. Furthermore, during the training, the 17 Sustainable Development Goals and their 169 targets were discussed, while Handbook on Sustainable Development Goals and Gram Panchayats were distributed to all participants. It is to be mentioned that the Village Council and Ward Chairman and VDB Secretaries under RD Block of Kohima, Jakama and Sheju Zubza attended the training. Notably, the program was chaired by BDO Chezu Zubza. Kevil host welcomed address by delivering by BDO Jakama, Kovi Tarpi, and the vote of thanks was pronounced by BDO Kohima, Selin Tol. Additional Deputy Commissioner of Medzapima, Im Song Maran, on Tuesday chaired the departmental coordination meeting of all heads of offices under Medzapima subdivision at the ADC's conference hall at Medzapima. Notably, during the meeting, matters related to election, training, census, plantation drive and conducted small programs in the subdivisions were discussed. During the meeting, PhD SDO Engineer I. Charang Ziliang highlighted the department's work in the subdivision. It is to be mentioned that the House also decided to synthesize the use of single-use plastic on World Environment Day, while the ADC further urged all the HOs in the subdivision to perform their duties sincerely. A one-day seminar program on dissemination of government schemes under Ministry of Textiles was held on 24th of May 2022. The seminar was organized by National Handloom Development Corporation Limited and was conducted at TE Hall, Woka, Nagaland. During the program, the Additional Deputy Commissioner of Woka, T. Langkonsan Tanglao, stated that skill development is much desired for youths in today's generation, where youths need to have skillful knowledge for livelihood guarantee. Tanglao also maintained that Nagas should not only be provided with a normal schooling, but also the school curriculum also has to impart job-oriented knowledge besides traditional textbook knowledge. He appreciated the huge turn-ups of enthusiast weavers in the district, while he advised not only to avail the schemes or benefits but to cultivate the scheme in a successful manner which will help sustain their family income and also benefit the society as a whole. During the program, registered individuals received a yarn passbook card through the Department of National Handloom Development Corporation Limited, sponsored by Development Commissioner for Handlooms, which was handed over by T. Langkonsen Tanglao. Around 200 individuals from various handloom weavers and society took part in the program.
I am a beneficiary. There is no actually that success story. So, just for still people, we want to know idea. So, hello, Ministry of Textile as well. Nltv state in job officially. But it's also she job Textile Ministry job set for me now office Nltv under Industries and Commerce Department as well. Hochilo schemes model also helna chung ne roba. Glory one more women.
Adding another feat to her achievements, Nagaland's Andrea Kevichusa gets featured on the cover page of the Filmfare magazine for the May 2022 edition alongside actor Ayushmann Khurrana. Notably, the model turned actor from Nagaland is making her debut in Anubhav Sinha's directed film Anek alongside Ayushmann Khurrana as the lead actor. In the film, Ayushmann plays an undercover police officer while Andrea plays a national-level boxer. It may be mentioned that the film is all set to be launched on May 27, 2022. It is to be mentioned that Carol Andrea Kevichusa was born in Kohima and belongs to the Angami tribe from Konoma. In a move to combat illegal collection of money in check gates, Nagaland police have set up control room. Notably, Nagaland police taking down to Twitter mentioned that the control room will work 24/7 and that it has been set in police headquarters in Kohima. Furthermore, it mentioned that an individual or organization coming across any illegalities can contact the control room at 879-888-1978 and 879-888-1979 or email at pcrillegcollection or dial 112. Prime Minister Narendra Modi on Wednesday held a cabinet meeting in the national capital. Notably, Modi immediately held the meeting after reaching Delhi. Modi arrived on Wednesday morning after participating in the Quds Leaders Summit held in Tokyo. Meanwhile, senior cabinet ministers including Union Home Minister Amit Shah, Defence Minister Rajnath Singh, External Affairs Minister S. J. Shankar, Minister of Roads and Transport and Highways Nitin Gadkari, Minister of Finance and Corporate Affairs Nirmala Sitharaman, Minister of Law and Justice Kiran Rijiju, Union Minister for Youth Affairs and Sports Anurag Thakur, and Minister for Women and Child Development Smriti Irani, among others, were present in the meeting. Assam Chief Minister Hemanta Biswa Sharma on Tuesday visited the flood and landslide hit Dima Hasao district and reviewed the situation. Sharma took stock of the damages to the roads and also visited the relief camps set up at Lower Haflong High School and Lower Haflong LP School. Sharma reviewed medical and other facilities in the camp and asked the Deputy Commissioner to look after the needs of the inmates and help them repair their houses. CM directed PWT to take appropriate steps for construction of roads at fast pace. He further added that both the centre and state government will help North Cachar Hills Autonomous Council with adequate funds to tide over the present crisis. Notably, Central Team is set to visit Dima Hasao on May 27 to assess the extent of losses caused by rain inducted landslide in the district. After heavy rains flooded Assam for almost 2 weeks, the situation is improved substantially as per latest reports. However, there are many flood-affected people still lodged in temporary relief camps after floods damaged their houses. Reportedly, the flood has badly hit central Assam Nowgan district, where nearly 3.46 lakh people and 247 villages are still affected. According to the reports of Assam State Disaster Management Authority, nearly 18,000 people of Nowgang district are still lodged at 54 relief camps set up by the district administration, and many people are taking shelter on railway, roads, track, school buildings, highways, highlands, and in many parts of Kampur, Raham, and Nowgang revenue circles in the district. Prime Minister Narendra Modi on Tuesday announced an ex gratia of rupees 2 lakh each to the next of kin of deceased and rupees 50,000 of those injured in the Hubli incident. Modi expressed pain by loss of lives and hoped for quick recovery of injured persons. Meanwhile, Karnataka Chief Minister Basavaraj Bommai also announced compensation of 5 lakh for family members of deceased. Notably, a collision between the passenger bus and a lorry took place on the outskirts of Hubli city, Karnataka on Tuesday midnight, wherein 7 people were killed and 26 were injured. Large number of police personnel have been deployed at Malali Juma Masjid in Mangaluru, Karnataka on Tuesday, as Section 144 has been imposed within 500 meters from the worship place till 8 am of 26 May. As per reports, a Hindu temple-like architectural design was reportedly found underneath the masjid on 21st April 2022. The development came to light during a renovation work conducted by a mosque authorities in Juma Masjid situated in the outskirts of Mangalore. Following a controversy over the structure that was found during the demolition of the mosque, a few Hindu organizations are organizing Tambula Prashan at Sri Ramnaya Bhajan Mantra on May 25th from 8:30 p.m. onwards. A group of displaced Kashmiri Pandits living in Delhi met Chief Minister Arvind Kejriwal at his residence on Tuesday. Kashmiri Pandits during their meeting stated that their community is very disheartened and concerned as political parties are only playing politics in the name. They remarked that they have been made pawns for vote banks politics. The group further shared the problems and issues faced by them, upon which Kejriwal directed officers to redress all the grievances at the earliest. CM also encouraged the group to consider him as elder brother and that the Delhi government respects the emotions and understands the concern of the Pandits. Congress MP Karti Chidambaram is likely to appear before the CBI on Wednesday to join the investigation into an alleged scam pertaining to the issuance of visa to 6 263 Chinese nationals in 2011 when his father P. Chidambaram was the Home Minister. According to CBI FIR, the case pertains to allegations of 50 lakh being paid as bribe to the Congress MP and his close associates as Basangaram by a top executive of the Vedanta Group company, Talwadi Sabo Power Limited, which was setting a power plant in Punjab. Meanwhile, Karti Chidambaram has denied all allegations and said if this is not harassment, not a witch hunt, then what is this? The Meghalaya government has ordered a third-party audit to investigate the collapse of dome of the under-construction assembly building of the state. The information was given out by the Chief Minister of Meghalaya, Conrad Sangma, on Tuesday. A high-power committee meeting was also held after inspection of the site. The Meghalaya Assembly Speaker Medap Lingdo stated that the HPC has suggested IIT engineers either from IIT Guwahati or IIT Kolkata or Delhi to carry out a structural audit of the under-construction assembly building and to find out the cause behind the collapse of the dome. The meeting was attended by the Chief Minister of Meghalaya, Conrad Sangma, Leader of Opposition and former Chief Minister Mukul Sangma, Public Work Department Buildings Minister Daksant Lamar, Suspended Congress Legislator Dr. Maisel M. Lingdo, Chief Secretary Rebecca Vanessa Suchiang, and other senior government officials along with PWD engineers. At least 19 children and 2 adults were killed when a teenage gunman opened fire at an elementary school in Uvalde, Texas on Tuesday. According to Texas Department of Public Safety officials, the gunman, identified as Salvador Ramos, 18-year-old, is believed to have shot his grandmother before heading to Robb Elementary School around noon, where he abandoned his vehicle and entered with a handgun and a rifle, wearing body armor. It is to be mentioned that the gunman was killed by reporting officers. Meanwhile, after the shoot, U.S. President Joe Biden denounced the U.S. gun lobby and vowed to end the nation's cycle of mass shooting, while the White House ordered flags to be flown at half-state in mourning for the victims. World Health Organization Director General Tedros Adhanom Ghebreyesus has been re-elected for the second term on Tuesday. Notably, the World Health Organization Assembly members stated re-elected Ghebreyesus to serve a second 5-year term. Ghebreyesus' new mandate is set to officially announce on August 16, 2022. Meanwhile, Tedros took down to Twitter and thanked member states for the trust and confidence. He further added that he is humbled to honor to be elected to serve second term as the World Health Organization Director General. That is all for now. Thank you for tuning in, and for more updates, keep watching Nltv.
अरे तूने अभी तक कुछ किया ही नहीं।
अरे ये तो लो क्वालिटी टंकी है।
होशियारी मत दिखाओ, दुकानदार ने 5 साल की गारंटी दी है।
अरे 5 साल छोड़िए, इसका पानी पियेंगे ना तो बहुत जल्दी हम लोग पहुंचेंगे। अंदर का सरफेस प्लेन, स्मूथ और प्योर व्हाइट भी नहीं है। आप एक काम क्यों नहीं करते, निप्को ताज का एक टंकी लगा लीजिए।
लेक्चर बंद करो, लगाओ।
मरने दो बुड्ढे को, मेरा क्या जाता है।